Bam. Damn, just soak it up. Soak it in. Now, since this is a musical, obviously, Yvonne would be the one that loves this movie. Yvonne had never seen it. I ordered this a week and a half ago off Amazon because I don't just talk about hockey, even though I'm watching hockey right now.
Yes.
I fell in love with Olivia Newton-John watching this movie as a little kid. This movie is about, kind of nothing.
It really isn't. I actually thought when watching this, okay, so some musicals, they write the music and then they make the movie fit around the musical. Like, that's how they made Singing in the Rain. There's other musicals. That's what this felt like. That they wrote the song, like Mamma Mia, they did that too. Write the song and then let's turn this into a movie somehow.
Oh, there's a documentary on this thing, too. Going back to Xanadu, a retrospective documentary featuring the cast and crew discussing the making of Xanadu and its lasting legacy. Legacy.
That might be more interesting than the movie.
Now, if you're going to start dissing Olivia Newton-John...
I didn't say anything about her. Just the movie.
I've had the conversation with women before, where they ask if somebody's cute or hot, and I've met girls that I've said you're cute, you're not hot, or you're hot, you're not cute, and I've tried to have that discussion. The ultimate cute, not hot would be Olivia Newton-John in Xanadu, because she's cute. There's not hot there, just cute. At the end of the movie, when they try to make her look hot, it doesn't work.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't work at all. She is not. She's not built like these voluptuous kind of.
She's built like a ballerina.
She's very tiny, very very tiny, and she was one of my first crushes. She was right there with Lindsay Wagner, and Wonder Woman.
There you go.
So, yeah. Linda Carter. How could you not remember Linda Carter? And Jacqueline Smith.
Because I don't remember names like you do.
So, Linda Carter, Jacqueline Smith. I never understood why anybody thought Farrah Fawcett was the best looking of the Charlie's Angels when you got Jacqueline Smith there. Like, people were insane. Everywhere I look, there's posters of Farrah Fawcett when I'm a kid, and I'm thinking, where's Jacqueline Smith? She's the cute one. But, Olivia Newton-John was right there with him. And then Laura Branigan came along after, and Laura Branigan just blew Olivia Newton-John away from me. But it's a cute movie. And it's about a guy who makes paintings and then decides to make a dancing roller derby.
Nightclub? It's not a roller derby.
They roller skate around it. There's no tables in parts.
I was like, it kind of was.
And then they don't really get into how they're going to make money on this either.
No.
And when you're watching, you're like, oh, so it's a roller derby. So it died like 6 months later. And anytime I watch this movie, it makes me miss JJ's Crystal Palace, which was the roller derby here in Abbotsford. We used to go to that from school field trips. And they'd have all the neon lights, and you'd rent your roller skates, and you go out and there'd be disco music and Michael Jackson, and it was fun.
Yep, we did that for school.
And I kind of missed that. When I found out that for men, skating and figure skating is the same, or figure skating, that skating and roller skating are the same, I was like, oh, this is great. Because I'd been learning how to skate, and then I got a roller skate. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna know what I'm doing. My mother's like, it's the same.
Yep.
Just do the exact same thing. For women, it's different because figure skates and roller skates are different. But for men's hockey skates and roller skates are the same.
As I taught Malachi to skate by having him roller skate. So once he went on ice, he was really good.
No, I miss roller skating. I do. I miss it a lot. And rollerblading is not the same thing. Rollerblading is obnoxious. And it's hard.
I liked rollerblading.
Rollerblading's a lot harder than roller skating.
I have roller skates. They're upstairs.
Okay. There are people who are going to put in the comment section below, it's not happening. I'm not roller skating for video on this channel or on my main channel. It's not happening. So I'm just throwing that out there before anybody gets any smart-ass ideas. Or you get any smart-ass ideas.
I don't know what you're talking about.
while I'm singing Xanadu and twirling around. See,
I would too.
I would still give this movie,
Yeah.
I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. Because there are parts of this movie that I'm just like, wow, this is so
It was so weird. Just
bad.
one of those. Wait, what?
And it's
do you know
it's
what it reminds me of?
good
though?
bad.
It reminds me of some of the old musicals, like State Fair. I think it's State Fair, where you're going along and it's a normal movie, where you have your characters and they're having conversations and there's a little bit of a plot, and all of a sudden it breaks to there's a musical and they're on a soundstage and you can even see the big fan, and the actors actually change into different people who are dressed in the same clothes doing the dance moves. And sometimes if you're watching it, you're just like, wait, what?
Is Gene Kelly in that one?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
No, Gene Kelly was actually in good movies.
Because Gene Kelly in this movie, and I agree, this was towards the end of Gene Kelly's life, and there have been some comments about whether or not Gene Kelly might have been miserable or drunk while he made this movie.
Or he could have been really happy to be doing a movie again after so many years where he was actually dancing and
Maybe.
everything.
Maybe. He didn't do a lot of dancing in this movie.
No. They were probably worried he was going to break his hip. So that's what I thought. When he was on the roller skates dancing, how worried do you think they were that he was going to fall?
I don't know. They've got a muse on set. I mean,
I know he's really good, but...
Olivia Newton-John could have fixed whatever. Because
Right,
she's cute.
right, of course.
Her cuteness could overcome any broken hip.
That's it.
I think her Aussie accent definitely helps too. And it's inconsistent in this movie. I don't know if you noticed it came and went.
At the end, it was quite strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
I
certain
did
parts of the
notice.
movie, it's like, oh, she's American now.
Yes.
And then she goes back to the Aussie accent.
I did notice it.
Olivia, if you're watching, she's not. If you're watching, keep the Aussie accent. It's very cute. Even now, it's very cute. She doesn't look like she did back then, but still, if I was walking along and Olivia Newton-John bumped into me and gave me a kiss, I'd probably think that was a pretty good day.
Of course you would.
I'd be like, hey.
It's a pretty girl giving you a kiss.
Well,
Of
she's,
course.
I think she's 60 right now.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it's not the same thing.
Well, true, but...
I mean, if it was Olivia from Xanadu, if it was this girl, then hey, especially wearing that dress. There's some high slits in this movie.
The costume choices in this movie were a little bit irritating.
I mean, if you need a geography lesson, a lot of these women, you could almost see the state of Virginia. Know what I'm saying? So, a little bit of Virginia in the movie.
Shannon.
What? I'm just saying. Haven't you ever heard that before?
No!
All right, I came up with that myself.
Oh my goodness, Shannon. There were a few girls, though, that I was thinking, oh wow.
That's why every
that
woman in
had to
this
be
movie,
taped.
every woman in this movie was wearing nylons underneath their shorts or their outfits,
But for
and
some
some of them
reason
it
they
looked
weren't
really
wearing
bad.
bras.
Yeah, nobody wore a bra. But those nylons, you didn't see how high up they came. Maybe they come up to here.
Could be.
Maybe it was like an Ed Grimley kind of thing where they
That's
have
true.
them up here.
Which
You
would
belt them
explain why
off.
their boobs were shaped like that. Well, the ones that had boobs.
There was only
Most of
one
them didn't.
dancer that I think had actual
No.
boobs.
A couple of the black women did.
Maybe.
They did.
I
And they weren't,
Maybe.
I don't think they were wearing bras either.
stay out of their
because
politics.
It was noticeable.
Yeah, the one in yellow. You're talking about
Yes.
the one in yellow. Yeah.
Yes, that was just one of those, oh.
See, there's a creative number in this where they try something different, which is when they had the 1950s and 40s style singing and then the 1980 crap rock band, and then they bring the two together. Now, individually, the one from the 40s sounded okay. The rock band sounded like hot garbage.
Yeah.
When they were together, mixed together, I'm like, okay, now it sounds okay.
Right, that's when I realized, oh, maybe that's why they had them sound like
so
that.
the rock band sounded like
blend?
hot garbage because you were going to blend it.
Right. That was
But
my thought.
a
When
drummer,
the set
a drummer
started.
can't stand up and sit down on every drum beat. There's no drummer on the planet. Joey Jordison would have walked out of this movie if he'd gone to see it, and Christoph would have set the building on fire for seeing this. The
So
drummer
weird.
from Rammstein, yeah, and just like that. There were parts of this where I'm like, okay, you can not be playing instruments, but at least pretend you're playing the instrument.
And the ladies from the 40s, their makeup was 80s, and that was weird.
Which was okay, but the really high slit on that
They
one
went
girl
up
from
to
the
their
40s.
waist?
Well, it went up into the shirt part of their
on
outfit.
that one girl, there was
It's
a bunch
like
of them.
you can't have a slit going into the shirt. You can't do that. It's not right.
One girl. Like most of them.
No, it was the one girl.
In that scene, I know which girl you're talking about. The girl that looked like
That-
her was taped in place because
Yeah.
she kept flashing everything. Had
Yeah.
to be taped, otherwise they would have had to redo several scenes.
Yeah.
Because
And
everything was showing.
It is one of the weird parts with Xanadu as well. Is it's this cutesy little story that's G-rated, and yet there's hints of this nasty sex movie that they may have wanted to make as well. Maybe they had these outfits from that movie, and they just throw them in there.
Just have the little pieces of fabric like that. Did you see that one lady that had like it was fabric here and then just fabric here? There was nothing on the side all the way up.
Nope.
It was just, that can't be easy to dance in.
And then they had the part where he was talking to the guy who'd taken the picture and with the models, and there was the one model that had like the 3 hula hoops around her boobs with like tape over it, and I'm like that doesn't look comfortable or sexy. You failed on both.
Also, some interesting male costumes too.
Oh,
that they had to put stuff in there so you couldn't see the exact outline of
there was some there was some turn your head and cough moments in this movie for sure.
Let me spread my legs.
I was alarmed. I was alarmed by some of it. Definitely alarmed. I believe every lifestyle is worthy of respect, but I don't need to necessarily see that right up in front of my face. I don't. It's not. I don't.
Skin tight clothing on some of those men.
Yeah.
Skin tight.
Yeah, but since it was 1980, they were still insistent on them dancing with other women, even though they were clearly more interested in each other.
Oh.
But 1980. The weird part was the one black dancer who had the orange.
Oh yeah.
And it looked like a target on top of his head.
Yes.
And it was really weird. And it was distracting.
There was I know exactly who you're talking about, but I think that was then the next scene after they did the 2 bands going together. They did the scene where they went to go get him an outfit, and there was the really super 80s looking.
The punks?
Yeah.
That weren't punks.
They weren't
at all.
No.
Just the color of their hair.
No. Yeah, they.
Well, they'd been dancers in the previous scene and in the next
makeup.
one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of them.
And then if you watch this, watch for the one that looks like Fez from that '70s show.
Yes.
Because Fez is in this.
Weird.
Yeah.
Facial hair.
Yeah, he's Fez with evil facial hair, but it's still Fez. It's not the same actor, but he looks just the same.
If it was the same actor, he would have been like 3.
See, now I need to get
if that.
Now I need to get 2 of a Kind, which is the one about Olivia Newton-John as an angel, where she comes down to deal with John Travolta.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
There's got to be some.
See, she plays celestial, angel, wonderful, beautiful. Actually, I don't think that one's a musical. Remember, Kelly, that was not a musical. Yeah, I don't think it's a musical.
There's no dancing.
No, because John Travolta at the time was trying to get away from Saturday Night Fever because they did Stayin' Alive, which was the sequel, and it flopped. It flopped harder than Mariah Carey trying to be sexy.
Newton-John.
I know, but Olivia Newton-John went out pretty quick after that too. Physical was so overplayed, everybody was sick of her after that song was off the charts. Yeah. So in 1985, she tried to reinvent herself as sexy in this album called Soul Kiss. And I had it because, of course I did, because it's Olivia Newton-John. But she tried to be all sexy in the video, and it's kind of just weird. It comes off weird because she doesn't have the figure to be really sexy. The cute suits her better. That's what I'm talking about with cute versus hot. A hot woman can look really sexy, and a cute woman can look really cute. But when they try to do one or the other, it just doesn't really quite work. It's like Pamela Anderson trying to be really cute. Maybe before she was a star, fine, but after, no. After all the implants and all the... You can't just look, I'm so cute. No, that's not really your thing. So when Olivia Newton-John tried to be all sexy to keep her career going, it just didn't work. But she's a virtual goddess in this movie, literally.
Yes.
She's amazing. And she's a good singer. And a good dancer. And I think this movie was designed with Olivia Newton-John's good looking. She can dance and she can sing. Do we have any script anywhere that we can use this? Anything? Anything. What's big with the kids these days? The roller skating's big with the kids these days. How can we get that in there?
I think
we need to appeal to other people. So what's Gene Kelly doing? Does anybody know if Gene Kelly's still around? Let's go ahead and put Gene Kelly in this. Let's get some Gene Kelly going on. And you end up with this.
I think they made the music first.
So I give it a 7 out of 10. If you like ELO, you'll like it because it's all electric light orchestra as the music. And Magic is played in this movie twice, and I still love that song. Of all of Olivia's songs, Magic and Twist of Fate are still my favorites. Xanadu would be close behind. We need an Olivia Newton-John CD to listen to in the van, so I can sing along. I'll take you to a whole other place, just with my voice.
I'm sure you would.
Yes.
I'd rather we didn't. Thanks, though.
See, you say that.
I'm sure you can listen to it on Spotify.
I'm not sure that she's on Spotify.
How would she not be on Spotify?
She's a goddess. Why would she be on Spotify? She doesn't need Spotify. She's a muse. She created Spotify. She gave them the idea. I don't think she's on Spotify.
Look. How would she not be on Spotify?
I swear she's not paying for this endorsement. 10-year-old me is looking at that slit on that cover and saying, you know what? She's still wonderful.
Offline. Why is my...
Because I'm uploading another video.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to... I don't think she'd be on Spotify.
Olivia Newton-John.
She's too pretty. She's on tour. See, Twist of Fate's number 4. Did you see that?
Oh, she is.
Twist of Fate's number 4. Baby, It's Cold Outside is 1. You're the One That I Want is number... Oh, that's from Grease. Oh, come on, people. Get some taste.
Oh, so I think she must have a Christmas album.
Friends for Christmas.
Live on. Karaoke version. No, I didn't want to click on it.
No, scroll up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, still more. John and Olivia.
Holy crap. You think they have a few of her albums? Dear Lord.
Maybe. There's Soul Kiss.
Yeah.
There it is. See how sexy she looks on the cover? She's like ready to like jump on that pillow because it's a bad pillow. Like she's all...
Yeah, that's a lot of albums.
Alright, so if you want to listen to Olivia, it's on Spotify. But I'm going to buy CDs anyways because we need to listen to it in the van.
No, we don't.
We do.
We really don't.
We do, though.
No.
What would you give this out of 10?
Pretty low. That was not. It just kept going.
But Xanadu, do, Xanadu. Look, it's coming right at you.
Ooh. Maybe a 4 because it did have Gene Kelly in it, so that gives it some bonus points.
Wait, without Gene Kelly, it wouldn't have had a 4?
The costumes were just atrocious. The storyline was... What? Why was there all of a sudden a cartoon version of them as Thumbelina? What in the world?
He's a painter.
Did you see me
and
shake
she's
my
a
head
muse.
at that happened? I was just like, oh dear Lord, of course.
He's a painter.
A cartoon of
she's a muse, and then Xanadu. It's a great storyline.
He's painting, and he's a really good painter, and he's known for being really good and really fast. And now he's gonna open a roller nightclub.
Because it's 1980, that's what you do. Everybody had a roller nightclub, didn't you?
He showed no interest in doing that before.
Yeah, and then this rolled through on roller skates, and he's like, I want a roller derby. Because check that out.
Right. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it would have made a little sense if it was a musician that, say, he was making jingles for companies for radio, and he really hated it because he wanted to make his own music or whatever, and she comes rolling by and they do, oh, I can do a nightclub.
Xanadu,
that would make more sense because that actually has a little bit to do with the nightclub, but he was a painter that was good at what he did. He just hated the person he worked for.
Xanadu.
There were so many parts of that movie that didn't make sense, and how he, like, instantly loved her, yet he knew nothing about her.
Have you seen
And,
her? Look at her.
There's
She's
an
cute.
old man on the beach playing a clarinet, and now we're at his house. Oh, you want to start a business together? Okay. Wait, what's your name?
Xanadu.
Made no sense.
Xanadu.
And then, so he meets him on the beach and he's playing the clarinet. Okay, awesome. Gene Kelly on the beach playing a clarinet. Then he
Happens all the
sees
time.
the girl, and so the strangers let them borrow their motorcycle, because that's what happens. And there's Gene Kelly. He runs as fast as a motorcycle. That
He
was
tap
so
danced
weird.
as fast as a motorcycle because he's that badass.
He was on the dock after he had just rode his motorcycle, and there's Gene Kelly.
The first time I saw this movie, I thought that Gene Kelly was a muse as well. I thought that he wasn't real either. That Gene Kelly and Olivia Newton-John were both designed to help this guy turn an abandoned crap shack into Xanadu.
Because Gene Kelly makes as much sense.
Because there's parts in this movie that
He's just
when you look at it, you're like, wait, how did that happen? Like when he sees her and it's her, and obviously she was his muse 35 years ago. Did a great job since he stuck with a clarinet in 1980 sitting on a rock. And that was my only problem was, so she's a muse that helps you for a minute, and then the rest of your life goes to crap. Awesome. That kind of left a bad message, because Gene Kelly's like, yeah, 35 years ago I had this great idea, and then you're just on a rock. So,
But they don't make rocks.
because
like
it's obvious too that it's the same girl
Yes.
that was his muse as well.
Yeah, she just does her hair different.
And then they don't really get into that enough. You kind of wait
At
for
all?
that to pay off, and it doesn't really pay off very much. Xanadu.
Makes no sense.
And a swish. See? She just flies across.
She did fly a few times too.
I have to say that even if Olivia Newton-John appeared up out of nowhere, and that would be great. No.
Are you looking for her?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, I was seeing if maybe when I said that, if she'd just appear, if she has that actual celestial power.
Maybe
She
you have
doesn't.
to say her name 3 times.
That's Bloody Mary. I'm not doing that.
Beetlejuice.
That too. They're brother and sister, anyways. That's in the sequel. They are making a sequel.
To Beetlejuice?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you make a sequel that far later?
Star Wars. Yes.
Well, that was
Xanadu.
it's so dorky.
But like, if she appeared before my eyes, as I was about to say, and then she disappeared, and she reappeared, and she disappeared and reappeared, I'm gonna start thinking I drank too much. He doesn't even react.
No, just keeps on skating.
She disappeared. There's the cute girl. She's over there now. Oh, she disappeared again. Oh, where'd you go? You're losing your mind. If a girl starts phasing in and out of existence in front of my brain, I'm going to a doctor. I'm probably going to be screaming, Yvonne, there's people appearing and disappearing before my eyes. I'm pretty sure I don't have Michael J. Fox's power from The Frighteners. I'm going to the doctor.
You almost said Michael Jackson.
I almost did.
That's different.
Michael Jackson's power is something completely different.
It is.
And not cool. See, you could have done this movie with Michael Jackson a couple years later. If they'd waited a couple years, it could have been Michael and Olivia Newton-John. You don't need any storyline at all with the two of them. That would have just been pure magic. Xanadu, wee!
It's so weird.
There would have been more monkeys, though, if Michael was in it. Because he loved monkeys back then.
I know.
He had Bubbles.
I remember.
Remember Bubbles?
I do.
Before he was a character in Trailer Park Boys. Xanadu. Wee.
Yeah, it reminded me of some of the old Roger and Hammerstein.
But it's a good movie. I
That's
think it is.
debatable.
It has a cult following, and
Sure
I guess I'm
does.
part of that cult following because I've always loved it. And I remember watching it years after I hadn't seen it for a long time, and I spent half of it going, what? Why did I watch this? And then just when I start feeling like maybe I should just change the channel, in comes Olivia again. Whee! And I'm like, that's why I watched it. Olivia Newton-John probably bumps this movie up a couple of points for me.
Generally, cute girls in movies do that for you.
This isn't a cute girl. This is Olivia Newton-John. 1980 Olivia Newton-John. Not in Grease either, because she sucked in Grease.
That was a horrible movie.
Grease is a crap movie. It's awful.
Agreed.
And yeah, it leads it's just the end of Grease is basically be horrible and then fly into the sky in a car. You want baffling moments. The car can fly and everybody just waves at it?
Chitty chitty bang bang.
The hell kind of drugs were they smoking in that movie? How are we going to end this? Do you want the ultimate? How are we going to end this one? I don't know. Have the car fly off? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to end this. It's stupid. It's a stupid musical. It's dumb.
Chitty chitty bang.
The guys are clearly more into each other. You look at that musical number where they're putting the car together. Oh, they like each other. I'm surprised she married Jeff Conway after that movie. She ended up marrying the guy from it who was also in Taxi.
Oh, yeah?
Olivia Newton-John married him in real life. It kind of broke my heart. I'll never get over it, Jeff Conway. Never. You ruined it. Ruined it. I'm just kidding, Olivia. You're great. Like, either of them would ever watch this.
Right.
So. And I like Jeff Conway in Taxi, so. And then he decided to go be a big Hollywood star, and he left the show. It didn't really work out. Worked out okay for Andy Kaufman, though. It was Latka. And then got tired of being Latka.
I know.
We should review Man on the Moon at some point.
Can we watch that movie again? I love that movie. I haven't watched it forever.
We should review.
They have that new one on Netflix.
They do.
We need to watch that.
They do. With Jim Carrey talking about being in character as Andy Kaufman all the time.
Movie.
Yeah.
Because I really like Man on the Moon.
And maybe, if we're lucky, it's just as good as Xanadu. Xanadu.
And you're the first person I've ever met that also liked Man on the Moon. I've never met anybody else.
I like Man on the Moon because it accurately reflects Andy Kaufman, and I think it's a movie about his life that he would have approved of.
Yes, I really like that movie.
He was very picky, but that is a movie I think he would have approved of. So.
Yep. Agreed.
Anyways, go watch Xanadu if you've never seen it before, and if you've seen it before, tell me why you love it in the comment section below.
Why you love it.
If you tell me why you don't like it, I might delete the comments or edit them so that you love it.
I don't think you can do that.
Look at Olivia Newton. That's so cute. She's just so darn cute, and she's got the roller skates on. And look, experience the magic right there. Vive la magie. Because this is Canadian, so it's also got the French version on it. Do you want to watch it in French? Maybe you'll like it better.
Make the movie better. Because then I don't have to worry about, wait, what?
Have to believe we are magie. That's the French version.
No.
Yes.
It's not.
It is, though.
It's really not.
Yeah.
No.
Qu'est-ce
No.
French versions de la Olivia Newton-John songs et vous.
I knew you were going to do that. No.
How do you...
No, you can't say Keska how. No,
no, I just did. So what's up with that? All right. Thank you guys for watching. Xanadu. You will never see a long review for Xanadu on YouTube outside of this. It's a third of the length of the movie. You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Yes.